I'm Old Sneelock. I have to go through and start doing the pantry. Yeah, one project follows the other.
When I bought this house, it had this border in the kitchen. And when we went through and remodeled the kitchen, we took down all the borders and painted the walls. Now this is a little cubby hole off the kitchen that we're using as the pantry. And we did the kitchen and left the pantry for last. When I was taking the stuff down in the kitchen, this border, took me 3 days to do the kitchen. 3 days. I tried everything. Tried a putty knife. Won't catch. I tried wetting it down. This is vinyl coated, so the water doesn't go through. We got one of these little things, supposed to make it so that when you do this, it's supposed to pierce the vinyl coating and make it so that the water gets through and peels the border off, makes the border glue get loose. It worked, kind of, but it was a huge mess. Then I hit upon something that actually worked. I used this orbital sander and I just sanded off the plastic off the top of it. 50 grit sandpaper, took the plastic coating off the border, made it so that the water got through and I was able to scrape off the paper. Made a huge cloud of dust. I had the room blocked off with sheets over the doors so that the dust didn't get out of the room. We were remodeling the kitchen. We were tearing out cabinets and doing all kinds of things. So the dust protection was necessary anyways. But we ended up with paper dust through the whole house. Nothing to be done about it. It got everywhere. So when I finished the kitchen, I said, okay, we're ready to start on the pantry. That was quite a while ago. We haven't done it yet. I'm starting on it now. But I already did half of a wall, and I came up with a really much better way of doing it. I take this putty knife, which I sharpen to a razor edge at a very low angle. And I start down here, and I'm able to catch underneath the paper. Peel the vinyl coating right off the wall. And the longer the angle I put on it, the longer the distance I can go. So it seems to work better if I go kind of on the bias. And the nice thing is, there's a little dust. You're always going to have a little. Nowhere near as much as the sander did. Then, after getting the plastic off, take a spray bottle, and this is Mr. Clean. You can use pretty much any soap. It's got ammonia in it. Kind of rough on your lungs. But it does work, so I'm staying with it. Once that is soaked through the paper, I'm able to take the putty knife get in underneath the paper and peel it right off. Now the longer it sits, say no more than 15 minutes, otherwise it dries out. The longer it sits, the more the cleaner soaks into the paper and the easier it comes off. And even though this has got some of the best wallpaper paste I've ever seen, usually wallpaper comes off in sheets. This stuff is on there like gangbusters. But this method works really well. Now I'm going to soak this down a little bit more. Let it sit. While I work on this section over here. Now the thing that makes the putty knife work, you got to have that edge razor sharp. And you don't want to have it digging into the paper because it'll peel the paper off the wallboard. You want to lay it almost flat. Shave that paper right off of there, just beautifully. That's pretty fast. So soap, water, and a nice sharp putty knife. And a little time. If you have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching.
This video is not to be viewed by anyone under the age of 13 in the U.S. or 16 in the European Union, without the express written permission of the parents or legal guardians of the underage person. Such written permission must be on file at the local government entity in charge of enforcing the rules and regulations established by the FTC. Anyone violating these terms is admitting by default that they hold harmless the owners and operators of this channel. Any and all questions should be addressed to your local branch of the FTC.